What's going on, everybody?
FBI, open up!
Hey, there he is, Redneck Atheist kicking in the door this time. You guys are costing me quite a bit of money here, replacing all my doors. Is it just me or is my music sounding really low? It's doing it to me again here. Hopefully the music keeps up here. I might have to close off one of my monitors here. We'll see. I don't have to monitor everything all at once. In fact, that's probably not preferable. But if my music is going to suck up all this bandwidth, I think we're going to fix it. Let's see here. I think we can drop... Let's drop this one. And hopefully that keeps things going here. Oh, trying to fix technical difficulties live on the air is the greatest. What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to y'all. I'm still getting used to the new schedule. It's really weird trying to get my mind into it. All right, let's see what's going on here. What is happening? I think first of all, let me see here. I got to scroll around now. Let's hit the call to action. Redneck Atheist coming in with the call to action as usual. Come on, stick with me, music. It's not that hard. Let's do it. Okay. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, share, and add notifications. OPSEC? Seriously, what the F were the Three Stooges thinking? Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose you're talking about that little signal, oopsie. That just goes to show, secure platforms, just how secure are they? Okay, YouTube, come on. You gotta hang with me here. Oh, Beastman's kicking in the door. That's 2 doors now. I don't really have that many to my house. So we're going to have to figure something out there. And Ghost Reaper's going to break a vase too. McBride was hanging out on YouTube at 7 p.m. yesterday and felt stupid afterwards. It's a weird schedule, guys. Yeah, it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's not evenly spaced out through the week. Like, that's what I'm used to. Taking a look over on the vertical side. Let's see here. We got Ashley hanging out. Ashley, what's going on? Ashley's asking, what's this about? So we're playing some Gray Zone Warfare tonight. This is a looter shooter extractor game, kind of military themed. If you're familiar with Escape from Tarkov, it's that kind of mechanic. Very good game, very fun. And Nico Cortina's coming in over on the vertical. Hey, can I get a shout out? There you go. Nico, there's your shout out there. Is it on PlayStation? I'm afraid not. It is PC only, and I don't think they have any plans to move it over to console. At least anytime soon. They've said no to all of that so far. Redneck Atheist saying, we need all the doors kicked in, even the interior ones. Okay, so if we're counting the interior doors, yeah, there's a few that lead down to my streaming room here. So I think you guys will eventually get down to me. Hopefully the FBI is not going to end up shooting me when you all do that. So McBride's coming in saying, yeah, it's what made sense in my adult ADHD brain. Same thing here, man. Absolutely the same thing here. PC Master Race, absolutely. PC's the way to go. Y'all, get yourself a gaming PC. No limits on your gaming experiences. Well, few limits on your gaming experiences. I see we got a couple people hanging out over on Rumble. What's going on, Rumble? How you guys doing? Okay, so out of my platforms now, I do see a note here saying that streaming not allowed on TikTok. What's going on there? Do you guys know what's going on with TikTok? I mean, I haven't streamed to TikTok in a few streams, like probably about a week or so, maybe more. Yeah, probably more than a week. Sometimes I switch off between TikTok and X because I'll stream to 5 places at one time, but I got to move it around. But now, yeah, I have to reapply to try to stream on TikTok. I don't know if I said something wrong. Maybe I did. Streamlabs. What is happening here? Okay, I'm going to have to fix my notifications with Streamlabs because that is not what I want popping up there. Okay, bear with me, guys, here. We're going to do a little bit of fixing right on stream here, because that has to do with the monthly giveaway that we're doing. If you guys check out this handsome Tango Tab hoodie that I have here, we're giving away the t-shirt version of this through our monthly giveaway. Now, it's not going to be giving you the link here, which is what I'm trying to send out. So I'm going to need to fix that. Let's see here. What is my giveaway linkage here? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do that. And then on my timer, I'm going to need to edit that one. Okay, maybe that'll fix it. Let's see if that does it. Okay, it looks like my 10% off message is going through. That's good. All right, I'm going to give that a sec. We'll see if that comes around, because that should give you guys the link then to enter into the monthly giveaway. Get some free stuff here. Get some Tango merch. Oh, also, big news. Oh, wait. Okay, what is happening here? McBride, you got your coin? Did that arrive today? That was pretty quick. So the first 5 coins, if I'll show you the unit coins here, that is a handsome unit coin there. 3D skull with the maroon enamel beret on the backside there. We've got our logo with a parachutist. We've got our Latin phrase there, and it's serialized. So the first 5 of these went out to qualifying members of the unit. I've got like 5 more on deck I'm needing to send out here. Snowball, yes, this is VIP merch. This is the VIP stuff. But don't worry, you guys can get there easy enough. And in fact, I've calculated everything out, because with the first batch I sent out, I have calculated out what the shipping looks like to most places. Gosh, the US, shipping within the United States, easy enough. I had to send one out to Canada over the weekend. I'll tell you what, shipping to Canada, holy cow. I do believe I will be shipping one out to Romania here, perhaps this next weekend. And I am not looking forward to seeing what the shipping costs on that one's going to be. So what I'm hoping is it's all going to balance out. The amount of shipping that I do in the United States versus the amount of shipping that I do overseas. McBride saying it's not in your mailbox. Is it one of those cases where the Postal Service says that it's delivered, but they haven't delivered it yet? I know sometimes that happens, because they'll just go ahead and check it off electronically, and like they haven't made their completed rounds yet. Sometimes they do that, those buttholes. All right. So the coins here, let's see. I have broken it down by tier and by platform. So if you are subscribing on Twitch, so we're looking at, rounded up, 8 months. 8 months. And I know that's a high bar, because we technically have not been streaming 8 months with that tier going. So I don't think technically anybody's qualified for it quite yet. We're really close, though. I think that the top level is like 6 months, maybe almost 7 months. So the original, the OG followers, the OG subscribers of the unit over on Twitch are almost there. If we look over on YouTube, you guys over on YouTube, now we've made a new tier, the tier 2 over on YouTube, to try to keep up with Twitch, because the price differential was quite different. We set tier 1 to be 99 cents, something to get you in the door there. So the tier 2 is probably more comparable. Tier 2 over on YouTube, we round that up to 6 months. So if you are a 6-month subscriber over on YouTube, you qualify. What we don't want to talk about is going to be tier 1, because tier 1 is that much cheaper level there. Tier 1 is going to take you, oh dear God, to 27 months. So a little over 2 years. We won't talk about that much. It really, if you want to qualify for a coin, that's going to be at the tier 2s. Tier 2 is equivalent with Twitch in their price structure. So I think that's where we figured out what break even looks like on that. So in addition to all the other perks that you get for subscribing, all the normal stuff that Twitch is going to give you, which I can't put in any more of like a custom description on that. They have all the check the box stuff, all the unique stuff that we can get to you. I just got to do it by word of mouth. So Twitch, hang in there. You guys will qualify for coins here within the next couple months if you've been with us since the beginning. And then the same thing for YouTube. I think you guys are on a little bit faster pace over there on YouTube. So good for y'all on YouTube. Got that VIP merch. Ghostface Killa, what's going on, man? Welcome on in. Snowball, so yours is tracking for coming in tomorrow? Nice. Oh, okay, so you had the wrong tracking number there, McBride. Got you. Yeah, and so I'm going to try to make sure you guys get the tracking numbers on all of this as best as I can manage. It's a one-man show over here. I don't have a program director. I don't have a producer. It's me. You're seeing the guy. So that's what we got going on with merch. What else? What other news is going on? I did show you guys, I got my dagger in today. That's pretty sweet there. That's a pretty sweet stiletto knife, the British Commando knife from World War II. That is the Fairbairn Sykes knife. I've used this on some of my merch as a logo. It's pretty sweet, man. This thing has a storied history to it. So developed by the Brits. Their commandos used it in World War II. The SAS used it. And then it leaked over to the Americans, too. We started using it, particularly with our Office of Strategic Services, although I think they switched over to a V42 stiletto, I think it is. Rangers used it, so it got around. It stabbed a few people in its day. McBride saying, so it says today, but still in transit to the next facility, so probably tomorrow. Don't you hate... The United States Postal Service has been doing that with some of my merch, too. Stabby, stabby, redneck atheist. Yes, sir. This one is a stabbing kind of knife. You can use it to open letters, too. Like, it's the proper shape to be opening up letters or MRE bags. But it is, yeah, it's not a slashing knife quite as much as it is a stabbing kind of knife. That's what it does. Tonight, we are going to be hydrating with the Root Beer of Wrath. I will be double fisting the Root Beer Wrath. That's what we're working with tonight. Let's go ahead and crack this one open. Get my mug all filled up here. Kiko coming in from Spain. What's going on, Kiko? How you doing? All right, I'm waiting for Stream Elements to get around to doing my giveaway code again. I want to see if that works. Hopefully it does. Hey, what do we got going on here? Snowball coming in with the gifted sub, and I am Miss Bunny getting that. That's the tier 1 over on Twitch. Very nice. Thank you so much, Snowball, supporting the unit out there. The Commando knife is sweet, Ghostface? Yes, sir. You can use it to clean your teeth. You can use it to pick your teeth. Yeah, it's very good at getting in those crevices. It is really, really slim. So technically, yes, you can pick your teeth with it, but also it's really good for slipping in between ribs, is what they say. So it's, think about that. Hey, we got the hype train incoming here. What's up here? Timothy McGee gifting 1 sub over at Twitch. And who's that going out to? XDog6X. Thank you so much, Timothy McGee. Boy, you guys are going to be sitting at the top of my top gifters here. Yeah, I was thinking about ways that we can get some more coins out to y'all. So we'll figure out if we can unseat people on my top list here, which I see Sniperish in the 3rd position. If we unseat Sniperish there, I think we can start handing out some coins. Agent 47 receiving that gifted membership over on YouTube from, hey, McBride Motorsports. There we go. McBride Motorsports coming in, handing them out. Thank you so much, McBride. Let's see here. So McBride is also saying, found some Tiger Stripe BDUs. You know, I saw a couple companies doing that. One was Plat Attack, which I want to say is an Australian company. Plat Attack, and then there was one other one that I saw that did it reliably. I don't know. Who did you find a Tiger Stripe BDUs through? And have you just found them, or did you actually purchase them for yourself here? Because I actually have been looking as well. But I don't know if I want to go old school with it, or if I want to get like the updated Cry Precision style combat pants, combat shirt. Kind of like how we got Homeboy with his Tiger Stripe here. Redneck Atheist saying, oh shit, Agent 47, we're doomed. Yeah. Yeah, we get that Hitman coming up in here. Man, this Liquid Death gets all fuzzy when I'm pouring it in my mug. It works the head off, and then there's only like half full. It's only like half full in my mug. Lightning Fire coming in over on the vertical side. Lightning Fire, what guns should GZW add? What do you guys think? What is your top pick for an ad for these guns on Gray Zone? So I'm kind of thinking categorically we need a belt fed of some sort. Yeah, I think a belt fed. What I have been hearing from the community is the M60 would do pretty well, because it is kind of that lore of Southeast Asia warfare, you know, American left behinds, that kind of thing. That belt fed would be pretty nice. Personally, I really like the M240. I would really like the M240. So something that's a little bit heavier than, say, the 249, which is just going to be belt fed 5.56. So that's where I stand. Probably like 240, I would be happy. M60 would be pretty rad, though. I think overall, my personal opinion, I would definitely like to see a belt fed. But lots of other types of weapons that they're looking at, I think I would be happier with as well. Lightning Fire coming in with a subscription over on YouTube. Welcome aboard. Great to have you here. Hey, what is this? Okay, I don't know if I shouted this one out yet. Snowball gifted 1 sub, and that went out to Redneck Atheist over on Twitch. Redneck Atheist, there you go, brother. Okay, so McBride's gotten the old style, so with the flat chest pockets, not slant. Okay, so that's looking a lot more like Apocalypse Now style then, huh? McBride coming in saying he wants to see the M14, the M60. I can see that. Night Angel 6 with the follow over there on Twitch. Welcome aboard. How you doing, Night Angel? And Lightning Fire is saying, for me, I would like to see some bullpups, including shotguns. So kind of like the KSG. That would be interesting. I would like to see some of that too. Snowball saying a law rocket. So a light anti-tank armor, or light anti-armor weapon. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, something explosive like that, or an RPG. I could see some interesting situations there. We don't have a whole lot of armor that we need to penetrate, but yeah, I could see some explosives being pretty nice there. Night Angel's hanging in. Hey. Well, I mean, that could be good. That could be good, or, I mean, it's only Tuesday, so we got a ways to go. There we go, Streamlabs. Finally getting it in there. And it's going in over on YouTube as well. Beautiful. Thank you, Streamlabs. Finally. Okay, so there's your link. If you want to enter to win some handsome Tango merch, follow that link there. There's lots of ways to enter. I mean, all of them free ways for the most part. If you are a Twitch subscriber, I do have to say, you guys have a leg up. Twitch subscribers, you guys get extra entries for your subscription. As a thank you very much to that. But there's so many other ways that you can enter for free on that it balances it out. So there you go. Night Angel's on a vacation over in Gatlinburg. Oh, interesting. What you guys doing in Gatlinburg? Art by SL coming in saying he wants to see some grenade launchers. Grenade launchers could be... Oh, I can see some combat there. Okay, looking around. What am I missing here? I think we're good to go. All right, as we're doing this, I want to hear some theories. Guys, you heard about what's up underneath the pyramids, right? The pyramids of Giza. Like, they found some really big structures underneath the pyramids of Giza, going down like hundreds and hundreds of meters into the bedrock. That's pretty interesting. While you guys chew on that, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a server. Okay, don't just give me a black screen here, OBS. I need you to pick this up. Come on. Let's go back to chatting. All right. Now back to gameplay. Still no? Still no? Come on, OBS. We don't do the black screen of death. Gatlinburg. So taking in the sights over spring break. Did your guys' spring break just start up there? There we go. Finally. Lightning Fire saying it's an ancient PC build. Is that going to be on par with the 5090 with how big that sucker is? They're using those to generate all the power that they need to generate frames. A donkey dude, a 7, coming over on Twitch saying that, give me a good old saw so I can mow the foliage. Saw, so you're thinking 5.56, huh? What is this, McBride? Anunnaki! Pyramids, totally aliens, Stargate style. I mean, the more stuff that we're learning about it, the less surprised I would be. Night Angel, more or less. Yeah, there you go. Taking in the sights over spring break. All right. I got to get things quiet here. We'll turn on the active hearing protection. Okay, where did I leave off last time? Let us see here. Things are surprisingly organized for me not having gone in and actually cleaned up my stash. You guys know that I hate a messed up stash here, but I don't really do anything to clean it up. It's my toxic trait. Okay, it looks like I got samples to turn in. So where we have Peacekeeper done. Let's hand that over. Okay, so she should be good. Handshake's got some tasks. Let's do UNLRA 3. Turn that up. And which one's this? Locate an active UNLRA terminal inside their HQ at Tiger Bay. UNLRA terminal? I mean, that's got to be like our radio room, right? I think that's got to be easy enough. McBride over on YouTube is saying that the theory is the Anunnaki created humans as a slave race to mine Earth's resources. Oh, interesting theory then, because it looks like underneath the pyramid, there's these long columns going down deep into the bedrock, and it has like a spiral structure going around there. So that's an interesting theory there. I kind of like that. Well, I mean, not that the human race was enslaved to like some alien race. That is maybe not necessarily something to like, but I like the theory, you know, from a scientific study perspective, let's say. Redneck Atheist is saying, remember to keep Lab Rat happy. She has needles and she isn't afraid to use them. Not only that, but she also likes to withhold the good stuff. If I piss her off and she drops down to level 2 again, it's going to be rough, particularly with these later tasks where I'm going to need some really good medical stuff. So, keep her happy for sure. Is Handshake the only guy with tasks now? 2 tasks, Handshake. Okay, Gunny's got nothing. Lab Rat's got nothing. Artisan, no. Turncoat, no. Banshee, no. Wow. All right, we've only got 2 tasks that we can do. What are they? Eliminate the LAF commander at Midnight Sapphire. That one is difficult. Okay, we'll try it though. And then locate the UNLRA terminal inside their HQ at Tiger Bay, which I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing there. We get in there, we go over to the commo room, and then I think it's a quick in and out. Hopefully. Alan, what's going on? Alan stopping by over on YouTube. Are we thinking Stargate? Is that what SG is? I can see that. Yeah, Stargate. McBride coming in saying, you need any more keys? Let me know. Just dicking around in game, organizing stash, pissing off Turncoat. You know, hey, it's a good thing that you're getting that stash organization. That is some maintenance that I wish that I could keep up with. I tell myself I'm going to do it off stream, and I never do. But I refuse to put you guys through the torture of watching me sort all my stuff on stream. we're just going to suffer through this nasty stash altogether. How about that? Okay, my rifle is really starting to get banged up. That is probably going to be a fix here really, really soon. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do the repair right now. Oh, look at that. It did not even turn it green. Guys, that's no bueno. What else is looking like it's hurting? Okay, the RPC is okay. My mags, though, could use a little TLC. So we'll get those good. How about my night vision? We definitely want to keep my night vision in tip-top. Nothing to fix there. All right, so we're going to sell back that M4. I think I might have some that I can build off of. Although I don't know if they're quite as good. Actually, they seem pretty decent. Let me move it up here, and we will start working it. All right, Gunny, you can have just this entire thing back. And we'll start rebuilding. All right, what do we need to do to this M4? All right, so first off, I think working from the tip, we'll go tip to butt here. That Vulcan, I think we had a good run with that Vulcan. We just need to get, which one is it? The Mark 1. Oh, look at that. Everything that can fit is highlighted. Is that what happens here? Okay. That's cool. Let me get the Mark 1. We'll do that. I am a little OCD, so I think I want to rock the... long Riz 2. I don't know why they put the Riz 2 front sight post one on here. There is no front sight post. I think they do it because they know that people like me are going to want to fix that up. We need the... Crap, this thing's getting all turned around. What else do we need? So we're going to need the... It's the angled foregrip 2? Yeah. AFG 2. Okay, we've already got the long mags. The DD grip is good. We're going to want the MOE stock. Yes. With the butt pad. Good to go there. McBride Motorsports, tip to butt. You sound like Garantham. Hey, that's how Garantham does it. Lightning Fire. What does the mag durability do? So, I haven't seen malfunctions in the game yet. So perhaps nothing quite yet. But I imagine going forward that that's probably going to be a mechanic that gets added in. Overall, I think that the durability of your weapon overall, as that goes down, like your MOA is going to be worse. So weapon handling, recoil control, that kind of stuff is going to get off. So kind of speculation on my part, unless people actually get out there and do the scientific research on it. Art by SL saying, don't forget your keys. Yes, sir. I am horrible at remembering to take my keys. I got to take the right keys in. So whichever map we decide to go to first, whichever point of interest there, I'm going to have to make sure I take my keys. Okay, so, yeah, tip to butt here. We've got the suppressors looking good. Okay, we're going to get the Riz 2 here. We've got the angled foregrip. All that's looking good with our receiver, and then we switch out the butt stock. Okay, cool. So we need to check on attachments. I've got the Purst 4, which the Purst 4 does IR, correct? Yeah, it does IR. It's visible and IR. We'll move that up because we want to use that. And then we're also going to need a light, I believe. I don't think I have any Surefires in backup. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So who sells the Surefires? Pretty sure he does. There it is, the M600. Okay, we've got the Surefire. We've got the laser. We need the Razor HD then. Which I think that's another one I don't have any spares of. And then I also do believe... McBride, I think I'm out of 20-inch barrels. I think this was the only one that I had. Yeah, so I might upgrade the barrel as best I can, but unless I find any 20 inchers out there, we're gonna come up a few inches short. You know what I'm saying? Probably causes failure to feed issues, says Redneck Atheist. I do believe so. I think that's the end goal with that, but I'm not sure if it actually happens right now. Okay, Razor 1 and 6. And then I need the 30 millimeter rings. All of this I don't really know if I've got backups of. I think I sold off a lot of what I had. But that should do me. Let's buy all of these and start building this weapon. Okay, so first things first. Okay, I'm going to need to keep this. I'm going to need to keep that gas block. I remember the gas block being an issue. So we take the gas block off. Let's take off the Riz 2. Okay, cool. That's right. The gas block is going to get attached to the barrel. So I've got a 16-inch barrel right now. Let's go back to Gunny, see what barrel he does have. I think 18? There's the 18-inch. The rest of these are not for AR-15. So we'll go 18-inch. Let's do that. Weapon's not functional, I know. Okay, 16-inch barrel off. 18-inch barrel on. We need the gas block. We need to put on our rail. Let's switch over. I need to put the Vulcan M1 on this guy. Good, now that's a bear barrel. Okay, suppressor is on. That's good. Let's see here. You know what? I had that 510 Charlie up in here. I'm going to take that out. We're going to put the Razor HD up in the pocket. Okay, what else needs to come off here? We need the CTR stock. Yeah, CTR stock comes off. MOE goes on with the butt pad. The AFG on the foregrip. And then it looks like lights and lasers, which I like to put light to the right. And the light is on the right. That's good. Light on the right, laser on the bottom, which this is the thing that bothers me about this. I don't know why it won't fit on the bottom. It's not going to let me, so we'll put it there. Wonder what happens when you put it on the front sight. I'm going to play around with it like that. I'm going to see if it blocks my vision. All right, guys, that's the build. Am I missing anything? Keep me straight. I need to know if I'm missing anything. Superhero Orm is asking what handguard is that? So that's just the Riz 2. That's the Riz 2 in the 12-inch version. The one that comes on it is the front sight post version with no front sight post. So that bothers my ADHD, my ADD there. Gotta fix it. No front sight post, but you're using that janky Riz 2 front sight post front end? Nah, not good. Hybrid Dub coming in. Hey, what's up, man? How is Gray Zone Warfare going? I am crawling towards level 40, one run of Fort Narith at a time. I think we're about the same then. I am sitting at 38, and we're also doing that same kind of crawl. I think we're getting really close to the end, actually. If I take a look at the task list, we have 164 tasks done. Only a couple that we can perform right now. And there's something like 172, I think you guys were saying, that we got to get done. Moose Knuckle Mafia, what's up? My favorite name on Twitch over there. How's it going, brother? Snowball U is saying that I'm missing the flamethrower attachment. If only. If only we had a flamethrower attachment. All right, stuff to sell. Go back to Gunny, take the barrel. Look at this. This is actually pretty good. I'm not taking my front sights in, though. So, we'll see. If I have to use my backup iron sights, we'll be in trouble. Okay, I've got a couple stacks of 855. Decent enough. As long as I'm farming out there, we should be okay. You guys know I like to take in a lot of ammo. We get heavy on ammo. All right, let's see what this weapon looks like. So I've got the laser on top, which generally is how I like to run it in real life. However, let's see what it looks like here. Oh, look at that. It does block somewhat. Guys, do we have a riser for this red dot? I think we talked about that before. This thing definitely needs a riser. That dot is right on my thumb. Does the leap, where's it at? Is the leap compatible with it? We'll give it a try. All right, let's go. Where's it at? 510 Charlie on the leap. No? No? Does it work? You gotta be kidding me. Leap does not work with the 510 Charlie. Okay, how about the P-Lod? Nor the P-Lod. Fine. Fine. I don't care. I'll get the T1 then. You can keep your crap. Okay, we're rising it. And because we're rising it, that's the only one that works with my riser. I'm gonna sell these guys. I actually don't want to sell them with P-Lod. We're gonna sell those guys. I'm sure there's a riser that does work with the P-Lod. No T1, shame? No, Ghostface, we're doing the T1. We're absolutely doing the T1. Cheetos and Wheels coming in asking, how's this game doing? So I am looking forward to 0.3. This next update, I'm wondering when it's going to drop. It's going to be a springtime drop here, so probably within the next month or two. Within the next month, I would imagine. I don't think we've gotten a hard timeline on that. I do suspect that's going to be drop. I'm going to be pretty happy with it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's much better. We're still a little blocked with the laser being on the bottom. Or, right on the top of my rail there. It's bleeding into my sight picture a little bit, but I don't think that bothers me. That is kind of like IRL Army stuff there. Orem, you're thinking 2 months? That's what I would say. Given the timeline that they were at with the fall drop, it was like the last day of fall. Got to be generous and got to give them that full timeline to meet their commitment. Which, I don't know when the last day of spring is. Right? We are at the end of March right now. End of April. End of May. When summer begin? June-ish sometime? So yeah, 2 months. I'm already on my second Liquid Death, and I haven't even actually gone into the map yet. You guys, I'm so happy you guys hang out while I bullshit like this. This is cool. Moose Knuckle Mafia is still searching for a decent used gaming laptop that will run this at max settings since I travel a lot. That is quite a tall order. I do know. Let's see. When is their next community stream happening? Is that this week? I think it might be this week. They're going to address the optimization stuff. So if you guys are having issues like that, so like Moose Knuckle Mafia, if you're interested in what the optimization game is looking like, tune into that. It should be at their usual time on Thursdays. Talking about optimization. Whether or not they'll be able to get it down to run on a laptop, I'd be very interested to hear. That would be quite an improvement. We are running the T1 now. Yes, sir, Ghostface. Doesn't it highlight yellow when it's compatible? Cheetos and Wheels, I do believe you're right. My monkey brain is just not smart enough to do that. Okay, where are we at with the medicals? Looking good in my QR kit. The MFAX, that's where it's going to be rough. I need to pick up a small blood. Splints are looking good. Surge kit's looking good. Everything else is looking good. We're 2 out of 4 on the S-bands, but I think that's going to be enough for us to at least run it. So we should just need the small blood. Yeah, we must have gotten racked last time. I do recall taking a pretty good wound the last time we did it. Night Angel coming in with a subscription over on Twitch. Night Angel, thank you so much for the Prime there. You now qualify then. Let's see here. Couple things that you qualify for now. in addition to all the usual stuff that we have with our Twitch subscribers, you do get 10% off of Tango merch. Plus, you also get, I think it's like 15 extra entries if you're doing the merch giveaway. So if you click on that link up there with our merch giveaway for the month, you can enter to win. And again, here, it's going to be my Tango tab in the t-shirt form. So I normally like to wear hoodies because it's cold up here. But at some point, I think I will be switching over to t-shirts. We'll see just exactly when that is. Probably about the same time that we end up dropping 0.3, I'd imagine. Okay, green tip, looking good. Medicals, we are now tip-top. Food and water, we're running on energy drinks. We're going to do energy drinks this way. And, okay. So, Midnight Sapphire, get the LAF Commander. Or Tiger Bay. Both of those sound pretty rough. But I do think we could do Tiger Bay. That one I know I'm not going to be locked out by someone having killed the commander. I just need to make sure that I take my Tiger Bay keys. So, that's Fort Narith, Namtaven, Midnight Sapphire, YBL. Do I have my Tiger Bay keys on me already? I do. Okay, so we're good on keys. I think we're ready to get out there, guys. Let's check and make sure that I've got 60 rounds in all my mags. Good thing I checked. Now I think we are full up. Okay, cool. Tiger Bay it is. We need to go Juliet 2.
Roger, Raven is in the air.
For our entry over there. The guy who's Harry, what headset do you use? Are you talking about in real life or in the game? Because in the game, I run these Razors. In real life, actually, if you head over to my website, tangopapadelta.com, you can check out my battle station there. I've got my listing of everything that I use. And if you're interested, you can use my purchase code over there through Amazon if you want to pick up the same exact stuff that I use. So these are our Logitech G, what are they called? Logitech GX Wireless, I believe, something like that. They're great, man. They're super comfortable.
Raven here, ready to head out.
They come with a detachable microphone, so you can pop that microphone in. As you can see, I've got the microphone in front of me, so I pop that sucker out. I don't really need it. I'm also hard of hearing, at least out of my right ear, so it's good that I've got a decent headset. Let's see, Orm is saying, can't explain it, but I prefer the GSSH in game. So I don't know if they modeled these headsets quite like they do in Tarkov, but the GSSH, I believe, is supposed to be like clearer and louder, perhaps, for a greater distance. I do know that's how it is in Tarkov.
1 minute.
So it's probably about the same way here as well. Oh, McBride, your father-in-law just bought 20 acres in Missouri? Oh, that's cool. 8 hours from your current location. That's actually not too bad. Where's it at, man? So I'm originally from Missouri. And I myself am looking for land out there as well. Yeah, it seems to be pretty affordable. You know, the places in Missouri that I grew up, went to school, did all that, is not so built up to where you have to live so far away, right? Like if I wanted to pick up land somewhere in North Texas, I got to live really, really far away from Dallas to be able to pick something like that up. But out in Missouri, man, you can get some acreage, like real close to civilization.
Go, go, go!
So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I don't know how close I am to being able to do that though. We shall see. Those are long-term goals. Mir Gian is coming in asking, how's the 308, the AK-308? So the AK-308, I've done a couple runs with the AK-308, a couple streams pretty much exclusively with the AK-308. And for my purposes, oh, looks like there's a friendly out there. There is a friendly out there. Who is that? That is a I'm going to follow him. He's going the direction that I want to go, I think. Yeah, more or less. So yeah, the AK-308, real good for longer range engagements. Actually, he's not going the way that I want to go. I am kind of turned around right now. Am I even in the right place? Where's my entrance at? Should be over this way. AK-308 is really good for longer distance, medium range. But up close, I was having issues with it. It's got a pretty hefty scope on it, so you want to take something that's going to be shorter range to be able to switch out. Red dot of some sort, maybe. Guys, I don't feel like... Why do I feel really backwards here. How did I get so off of my azimuth? Maybe I was right at first. Need to get up along the wall. I've done something wrong here. This does not feel right whatsoever. Yeah, I think I needed to be on the other side of that wall. But it's okay. It looks like homeboy here has cleared out the path for me so far. So all the random dudes out here aren't going to give me too much trouble. But yeah, performance of the AK-308, I was not really happy with how it performed close range. Oh, I don't know if it was the rifle itself or the ammo, but it was not really putting them down like I wanted it to. And guys, I forgot, I do not want to have this. I want to have my Razor HD as I'm working in the daytime here. So let's put on my scope. There we go. LPVO. Yeah, not too bad. That really does take some of my sight picture out though with my laser on top, doesn't it? Do you guys find that distracting? See, it's not too bad in reality. Oh man, these guys were all left alive. Holy cow. Pretty happy they didn't hit me there. The land nav skills will get me. Ghostface Killer, come on, man. That hits a little too close to home. I should be able to read a map just fine. Sometimes I still got that LT in me, you know? This guy! Woo! He's just eating my bullets. McBride saying, man, organizing keys makes my eyes go cross. Yeah, that's why you got to do it straight off the bat. Don't wait until you have a whole bunch of keys to start organizing them. Pretty sure there was like one more guy back there who ran off. If he's not hanging out, I don't think he's going to give me any trouble. Yeah, so I start out with the key holders and just start organizing that way. Or you saw that I had them lined up in rows in my stash. If I don't have a key box for them, I will just line them up in rows by where they go, and then as soon as I get some key boxes, we start organizing. All right, keep your eyes about your tango. There's gonna be some bad dudes. Boy, if I can get some good headshots like that the entire time, I'll be set. All right, check the hallways. Make sure I don't have any of these dingleberries behind me try to shoot me. McBride said that he stopped giving a crap about land nav because there's plenty to go around for everybody. You know, I actually had fun with land nav in the Army. There's something about, like, being on your own, walking around through the beautiful nature that the Army has to provide. There are some dingleberries back there. This place is dangerous. Yeah, the last time I came here, I think it was with Mystics, and there were a bunch of dudes up in the trees. Here we go. Look at the co-witness on that laser. That's pretty damn close. Yeah, land nav. I had fun with land nav. Even during the times where you're like, oh man, I found 7 out of 8 points. I'm feeling really stressed to find my last point. All you do is just calm down, you know, realize that you're out there, like having a really nice stroll through the woods. And not a whole lot of people get to have that kind of experience. Being so far out there. Just you, your map and compass, no GPS. What they don't tell you is that as soon as you get into the real army, you never touch your compass ever again. We are a technological army. I heard somebody walking. Is that friendly? That is friendly. Who's that? Who's that? That is... Oh, that's Seterath. Okay. So he's just now making his way over here. Snowball saying, speaking of keys, I cannot get the Blue Lagoon storage. Blue Lagoon storage. Huh. Done like 6 runs trying to get it. The Blue Lagoon storage key. I'm trying to remember. I'm not even real sure I've picked it up. Is it a task required key? If that's the case, I probably picked it up somewhere. Okay, we are over. Keep your eyes peeled. Doesn't look like there's anybody in the lane. Shadsy, the Fort Narith is kicking your ass right now. Is Fort Narith having one of those days? Somebody mentioned that Fort Narith, they feel like, got a buff. And my recent experience with Fort Narith, I don't think they're wrong. Hey, we got bodies on the landing. Okay. That is a decent sign. We'll start blinding some dudes. Okay, I'm going to leave that closed as we work our way up to the top. Someone may have been through here already getting their tasking done. Well, that's something that might need to get fixed. Do you guys see the lingering shadow? Yeah. There's a lingering shadow splash when I'm opening up doors. Whoa, this is pretty quiet. I don't want to linger. If it's quiet right now, there's going to be a whole bunch of dudes coming back in. Almost for sure. Okay, I need to get the commo room. Where's the green? There it is. Yo, Matt Etes, what's up, man? He's coming in saying that had 600 guys where I work shooting guns all weekend. Where do you work where you're getting 600 guys shooting guns? That sounds awesome. This was not the place. That's where the armory's at. I need to go next door. No, commo room. Where are you at, commo room? It's not the dress place. Is it in the green shop? It is. Okay, so this is commo. I needed to find... I actually forget. Is it the base station back here? What does it say? UNLRA 3. Yeah, find the UNLRA terminal inside their HQ at Tiger Bay. So that's not it. I'm pretty sure it's here. I mean, this looks like what we're wanting. Could be wrong, though. Might need to check the task here. UNLRA 3. Locate an active UNLRA terminal. Oh, wait, no. Is this the one that's up in, like, the back room? Gray Zone Warfare UNLRA 3. Orm is saying, although this season I didn't explore BL too much, it might spawn around somewhere on some random ass table. Yeah, I really don't recall where I actually picked that key up at. Oh, wait. What the? No. That's UNLRA. I need 3. Why did it not come up with 3? That's 2. Where is 3? Maybe I go to the wiki and search that out. UNLRA 3. That's what I want. We've already done all the rest of the UNLRAs. Okay, this guy says, anything? Briefing, rewards, objectives. Whoa, this guide is non-existent, really. And it's been changed with the Night Ops update. Okay, so inside their HQ. Well, let's see. It's out at the docks? No way. What? Inside their HQ at Tiger Bay. Are you talking about the loading docks? Huh. Well, I do believe we are going to be looking around then. Well, let's pick up a little food just in case. I know I didn't bring all that much with me. Is this one that's going to require a key, though? Okay, let's see what's back here. So, okay. No terminals. Shooting to the southeast. TBC. Oh, I had it. What the hell was this? I missed the name on that. Apparently, I've got the key to it, though. What all's up in here? Anything special? Doesn't look like it, really. Yeah, nothing really to loot. Tiger Bay UNOF door. Is that what I'm looking for? Okay. Dude, what the... Where the hell am I? What door was this? Is it not going to tell me anymore? Which one did I open up to get in here? This is Toto. This is not the right one, then. This does bring me to somewhere weird. All right, so I need the UNOF key. Is that the UN OnlyFans key? What is this? Let's check and make sure that I've got it. I've got all my Tiger Bays. Hey, look at that. It's the UN office. UN HQ office key. Yeah. I'm good on that. Where the hell is this place, though? Anything else? Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it, Beavis. So, UNLRA HQ. This wouldn't have been their HQ area. Huh. HQ key. Maybe it's in the back of the... Well, no, the armory has its own key. Oh, there are people alive now. Although, he seems really far off. All right, let's go tuck in, and I'm going to need to search for where that HQ, UNHQ. Oh, there's definitely people coming back in here. This is going to get salty. All right, let's see here. Should I search for the map? UNHQ. UNHQ. No, UN. What's the key? This is even going to tell me. UNLRA HQ office key. Okay. UNLRA HQ. It's not smart enough to do it. I'm going to have to take a look at the map. All right, guys, what's that TAC map? Gray Zone Warfare. Maybe TAC map. Is that going to be the best one here? UNLRA headquarters is next to container dorms. South of India too. Why the? Oh, okay. So it's not Tiger Bay proper. It's not the mall. It's over. Ah, okay. I got you. So it's the northeast. Yeah, it's the northeast here. Their headquarters. This is UNLRA headquarters up here. Is it actually in this building? Gosh dang it. I came up all the way to the mall for no reason. Okay. No biggie. No biggie. We got this. I do need to find some quick stairs out of here, though. Let's see here. Am I even on the right side? I do not believe so. All these back rooms are a freaking maze. Oh, can I make the jump? Nope. Did I just cut my legs up? Is this a window? It is. Not gonna break it. Dummy. Okay, we are out of here. We're gonna head northeast. McBride. Okay, so we're right on. We've got it. Near the UN container. Senior Sergeant 01 coming in. Oh, is that going to be where your 20-inch barrels are at? That's helpful. We're going to have plenty of dudes to engage, though. Oh, there I go. I cut up my legs. Is it bad, Doc? Oh, I cut my wiener. It is bad. Let's stop the bleeding. And here I go. I'm patching up my arm for a cut on my wiener. Well, I was kind of thinking that the mall would be pretty easy. It was pretty well cleared out. Now we've got a fight on our hands to get over to HQ. Because I don't suspect that the rest of Tiger Bay is quite as cleared out as the mall is. Clearly not. Gonna need to stay tight. Brap. I'm hearing suppressed shots over there. So maybe Homeboy did do some clearing up the way. But not for my purposes. I think that guy's shooting at me. But I cannot see him. Let's turn this flashlight off. Ooh. Nope. Just gonna dash it. Here we go. Scrotum foul, Matty-tus. Timothy Holton, hurry, put pressure on it to stop the bleeding. Come on, somebody, hold my wiener. Here we go. We got Tango's Fruits and Nuts here. I don't like how they dip and dodge and dive away from my bullets. All right, we work our way from this side, which is good because this is usually the heavier populated area. And if this side is pretty clear, that bodes well for the rest of the UN camp area. Yeah, that's looking nice. We got Cheetos and Wheels getting the subscription over there on crap. Okay, don't let chat get me killed yet. I need to go back to safety before I start reading chat. That was Timothy McGee coming in with the gifted sub. That went over to Cheetos and Wheels. There you go. Timothy McGee, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate your support. Big supporter of the channel there. Keeping the ranks of the unit up. He's almost like a big recruiter, right? Big recruiter for the unit. Both him and McBride. Recruiting for the unit like crazy. Got to get you guys the recruiter's badges. Madita's got to throw wrenches. Oh, Snowball, you're asking for that entry-level AR? Yeah, if you guys got something good for entry ARs. I'm talking about, like, in real life entry ARs. What's your price point? I think the chassis that I initially went with was Bushmaster, but I don't think they exist anymore. But that allowed me to upgrade from there. Okay, we need to work our way up. I think we're going to HQ. Which, let me go ahead and get on the road. Or the pathway here. Okay, so plus or minus 900. Yeah, apparently my knowledge of AR-15s has gone stale. I haven't bought one in a long time. I bought parts to upgrade. So I will definitely leave that to chat. Okay, we died here last time. We died here very poorly. It was not a great death. So, head on a swivel. All right, is it HQ container? I think we're coming over here. Hey, almighty Sosa, resubscribing for 6 months in a row. Sosa, what is going on, sir? Look at that, 6 months. Okay, so Sosa's a perfect example here. Sosa's been here since the beginning. And we talked about the timeline for Twitch. We're looking like 8 months to qualify for these coins, for the unit challenge coin. We're almost there as a unit. Okay, so UN firearms crate. What the hell am I looking for? I'm looking for a terminal. It ain't in here. What's the key for again? It is the UN office key. Okay, so UN office key. It's not what I was thinking. It's got to be somewhere in here. All right, what door? Oh, wait. I think I remember. It's over on the north, like the north annex of this place. If I don't get too frickin' turned around here. Some of these are just dead doors. Yeah, this place definitely got worked over. Office inside? No. It's not here, is it? I did see something pop up. I don't think it's here. I thought it was like on the northern annex. Yeah, because those don't require it. The key goes over here. This should be it. Right? This is the door for it? No, that's UN Lab. What the hell? Okay. So it is one of these. I guess I'm going to have to search the doors because I don't recall which one is the locked door. Maybe it's back over here. Which one would be locked? Okay, I don't think it was this one. Those doors are dead. No terminal back here. We have to search. Go left. I don't think it's going to be super easy to walk me in on this. Ah, here we go. Here's UN office. Open sesame. Okay, we are up in here. Looks like a terminal. There we go, guys. First office on the right, going through the front door. Okay. Let me get my bearings back again here. So we come in through the front door. First office on the right. There you go. Easy enough. Okay, what did he want me to do? I'm sure that's not the last one. Search the UNLRA container dorms to find out what happened to R. Taylor. All right, container dorms. I want to say that's over here. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. I think these are the container dorms. Oh. Usually a handful of dudes up in here. Keep an eye on it. Did I just get shot at? It's so hard for me to keep one eye on the game and one eye on chat. I may have gotten shot at. At least he didn't hit me. All right, these container dorms. Well, not entirely certain where we're going to find that stuff at, so let's take a look around here. It's probably in the container dorms proper, right? It's not like under one of these awnings. Yo, Boop Bop, you liking the hoodie here? So Boop Bop, you're seeing the Streamlabs Enter to Win Tango merch. While I don't have the hoodie being given away for the Tango merch giveaway this month, it is going to be the Tango Tab t-shirt, though. So if you like the logo, enter to win that, man. No purchase necessary there. And if you do just so happen to be a subscriber over there on Twitch, or I guess you're coming in over on YouTube, if you're a subscriber over on Twitch, you get 15 extra entries there. So it's the whiteboard. Did I pass it up? I ran by the whiteboard. Get back over there. Where would I be without you guys? I'd be completely lost. Okay, coming back to the whiteboard. Yeah, report findings. There we go. Oh, here's some names. Completely forgot the name of who I was supposed to be looking for. Okay, what else does he have for me? UNLRA 3, use the security card to access the terminal and download the data from the server. I have to find his card. And his name is... What's his name? I forget again. R. Taylor. All right, R. Taylor. There's R. Taylor, Group C. Ground Zero entrance, Checkpoint Alpha, Convoy duty. I don't know if that really tells me very much. I don't know where he's going to be at per this time here. Kale Boop Bop over on Twitch there. How do I enter? Well, let's see if this works. I don't know if this works here. Let's see. Give away. That probably didn't work. Hey, no, it worked there. There we go. Okay, so that brings up the link there. You can hit that link to enter. There's going to be a bunch of different ways there to be able to enter. One of it's like visit my website, follow me on X, repost on X, a bunch of different things that'll do. If you already follow me over on Twitch, you already follow me over on YouTube, like those are pretty much free entries, I think, there. So make sure that you click those anyways, even if you already follow me. Like, don't get into the trap of thinking, hey, I already do this stuff here. Am I not eligible for it? No, you should be eligible for it. Okay, next part of this task. We got to find the security card. So it's at a UN checkpoint near GZ with a lake nearby. A UN checkpoint. There's a checkpoint over here. I think I'm definitely going to need to look this one up. UNLRA 3, though, although the task guide had nothing for me. I'm hearing voices, though. We're going to have some people to get into a gunfight with. Oh! Okay, there was somebody else, too. That guy absolutely racked me. Okay, moderate bleeding. Let's hide out. Throw on a tourniquet. Out of Tiger Bay altogether, right next to the red zone. Ah, okay, so that's what the whiteboard was telling me, huh? All right. I got you. Medium wound chest, medium wound in the dingus. We still got some stuff to do here. Northwest of Tiger Bay. Okay, so we got to go out northwest over by the red zone. I'll bet you there's going to be a convoy out there, huh? I think that would make sense. Okay, got that, got that. Let's dig out the bullet from our lungs. Is more near to Bandpaw, is it? Senior Sergeant coming in over on Twitch there. Yeah, that guy racked me pretty good. Gotta sew my dingus back on. Treated wound, so let's get a little Paracet in me, and we should be good to run here. Matt E-Test is saying, dude, protect the jewels. What the crap? Yeah, I need to wear one of those Kevlar cups. One of those dingus protectors that I hated that the Army issued us to attach to our IOTVs. Nobody wore that thing. Nobody wore that. They didn't wear the deltoid protectors. That was kind of ridiculous that they expected us to do that. God dang. Okay, I cannot see that guy. Although I might be blind. All right, I'm going to go check out what the whiteboard exactly said. Because he was on convoy duty, I would assume. His name is R. Taylor, Group C at Checkpoint Alpha, convoy duty. Oh, no, it might be this checkpoint, right? Checkpoint Alpha. Or Ground Zero East entrance. We said out here, over by Bandpaw. Is it that lake we're talking about? Checkpoint? There's UNLRA checkpoint up here. That might be it. Let's go seek it out. I don't remember if there's an easy way out of here. We'll just hit the road. Hit the road. On the edge of the red zone, so I'm not going to the right one, I think. Mike Shaw coming in over on Twitch with that. I'll need to work my way in. India 3 to the left in that lake near the red zone. Okay. India 3. Ah. Oh, here's a big one. Okay. Betcha it's that little tentage over there. Oh, boy. We got a bit of a walk then. Okay. Little bit of a walk. Through the woods. It's a military checkpoint. Got it. Got it. Look at that, you guys. You guys are awesome. Like I said, where would I be without chat? You guys are keeping me straight on with these tasks. We don't have a proper task guide to look at here. I am relying off of your guys' knowledge and professionalism. Now we'll see if I can find a good way to get over there, because I do know that this terrain can get pretty bad. You will get radiation after this, so extract and get to the KI tablets. That's potassium iodide, I believe. Okay. We'll get a little poisoned. Little bit. This does not look like it's very traversable. Let's keep riding north here. Maybe. Well, shoot, I'm at India 2. Let's go ahead and hop over to India 3. Let's just do that. I'm not gonna mess with walking around through the mountains here. I'm just gonna take a little Taylor Swift flight. Hop on over to the other side of the mountain. Come on, Night Stalkers, come pick me up.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds.
Timothy McGee over on Twitch asking, what's in the red zone? So yeah, currently it is radiation. currently. Not too sure what they have planned out here. Something interesting, something tied to the lore. Just exactly what it is. They might be giving you clues, but I don't think they've come out with anything quite specific as to what those plans are. All right, let's get some in-air entertainment. If my music will get going. Phantom Raider 37 coming in with a follow over on Kick. Phantom Raider. Now you're following me in a bunch of different places, I do believe, Raider. Matt Etes is putting the kids to bed, saying stay alive. Matt, thank you so much, sir. I'm going to try my damnedest. Hey, look at that quick flight up here. Probably wasn't even worth turning on the music for. But we got a trail going down from here.
Move out!
So, a little bit easier. In-flight entertainment off. And back to it. Let's take this trail down. Whoa, whoa, why do I have one bullet? Did that check my chamber, or did that... That must have checked my chamber. What the hell did I press? Weird. I'm beginning to think I may not have brought enough food and water. Whoa, 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 whoa. McBride over on YouTube is saying that he picked up an M4 with a 20-inch barrel and a new MP5. Where was this? You guys, I don't loot nearly enough. Perhaps I'm a little too task-focused. I need to do more looting, more murdering. Alt-V checks the chamber, so that's what I did. Huh. That's what I ended up pressing. Okay. Oh, did it do both there? Oh, it does like a full weapons check. Crate at the HQ at Tiger Bay. Good pickup, man. Yeah, I need to start checking those a lot more often, because I just burned out that 20-inch barrel that you bestowed upon me. This is totally ill-advised, by the way. You do not want to stay on well-used paths in a combat zone. It's a good way to get dead. Not how you want to be. All right, we still got a ways to get over there. McBride saying, I have an extra you can have. I mean, I would never turn it down, man. But if you're using 20-inch barrels, keep them, make them do good things. But you know me, I live off the kindness of my chat. Thanks, guys. Snowball says I get really good M4s from that crate. Is that going to be the 20-inch barreled M4s? Double check, make sure there aren't any guys over here. That looks like it's usually populated. Okay, somebody's shooting my way from very, very far away. I don't know if I can actually... Oh, is somebody suppressing him? Did he just drop down from cover? Ah, I just put his D in the dirt there. The Vietnam veteran said, yes. And 855A1 ammo. Oh, that is a good find. Ah, he is dead. He's very dead. McBride's got 6 M4s. There we go. With 20-inch barrels. You got a collection going. You do have some extras. All right, we got to run through these high stocks. This is the worst part of traveling. Going through those stocks. Oh, what's going on here, my monitor? Keep going. It's Lance Official coming in over on a Rumble. Lance, I hope you're still there, man. I do tend to look at Rumble every once in a while. My monitor's just really far over there. Yeah, so someone's streaming Gray Zone. I imagine there's probably not too many of us over on Rumble streaming Gray Zone. I think that's kind of a smaller community over there. We tend to be, I think Twitch is probably a larger community for Gray Zone Warfare to some degree. YouTube does its thing, you know. But Rumble, I think we are a very few handful. And asking, what's my level? My level currently is 38. Yeah, we're sitting at 38. We are coming up towards the end of our tasks. We're sitting at 164. I think I've got maybe 8 tasks left to go, somewhere around there. So yeah, Lance, it's Lance Official coming in over on a Rumble. Sorry, man, sorry if I missed you there. Rumble, I need to get some more tools to consolidate chat. Rumble is one of those that is so new to the streaming game for video gamers that they don't have quite the tools that everybody else does. You know, easy enough for me to keep up with YouTube, keep up with Twitch. Kick, for as long as it's been around now, has only started getting integrated. Rumble, I would like to see get the same kind of treatment, get the same kind of love. What's the plan for when tasks are done? Good question, Snowball. I am open to suggestions. Maybe we dip into some PvP stuff then. Maybe we do themed runs, kind of like Jarhead does. Jarhead does some really interesting runs. I don't know if I'm near good enough to be able to pull off the stuff that he does. Like, he does all pistol runs, or this last one that he's doing is a, what do you call it? The permadeath runs, to where if he dies, he has to wipe his character and start over again. An MP5 run over at Fort Narith. MP5 wouldn't be too bad. Evil Freak 666 coming in over on the vertical. I see you there too, man. If I miss you guys, I am so sorry. There's like 3 different screens of chat that I need to keep up with. He's asking, any war crimes yet today? You know, not too many war crimes today. In fact, I think the person who ran in front of me over at Tiger Bay was doing all the criming. He left a trail of destruction that I was really just walking in his wake to try to go accomplish a task. Tiger Bay is pretty fun when it's fully populated. It seems to be Fort Narith is the one that's a complete pain in the ass nowadays. I don't know what they did to it. Okay, so that should be my checkpoint. Who is out there? Ah, we got a couple guys. Let's see if I can get them from longer range. Bullet drop. Shit. I forgot. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Where am I at? Okay, I'm close. Oh, God damn it, guys. This is really bad. There's nobody out here. We're just gonna have to... We're gonna have to naked run it. He shot me in the armpit.
Emotional damage.
Right, Snowball? For real, man. That hit me. That hit me right there. Dang, they got tier 1 aim. You're telling me, man, that was... I tried to line them up. I stood in one place for too long, and I suffered for it. All right, naked run, boys. Let me refill on my liquid depth here. Okay. What the hell? That was not good. We need to go to India 3. My body was probably like right here at the crest of that foliage. At least nearby. But damn, we got quite a walk to get over there. Yeah! Here we go. Ooh, do I need to bring anything with me? Oh. Well, my food and water is going to be all good, except I should probably go ahead and bring another gray with me. We're kind of stuck out there. I haven't been farming any green tip. My medicals, I could probably use... Yeah, I'll bet I need to get more S-bands. Let's get some more S-bands in here. Guys, that was not my proudest moment. I would say it's a bad place to die, but only because it's so far to get out there. It's actually pretty identifiable. So it's not the worst. Could be better, though. All right. Sorry for the helicopter noise, guys. I'm not wearing any ears out there.
Get ready, we're moving out.
At least it's not the longest flight in the game. Going to take a little bit to recover from. Got me from so far away, too. These guys got some damn good aim. And now we got to run through the jungle.
You know when you've been tangled.
I need to get some more stuff filled up on my soundboard here. The only thing I really have is that you know when you've been tangoed. Originally, I was thinking that might be a verb for, like, me tangoing somebody. But it sure seems like getting tangoed is, like, dying like this. I'm getting the sense that that is the actual essence of the verb, to be tangoed. Ghost Reaper saying, found my first set of the white phosphorus nods in the UN container earlier today. There you go, man. That is a good pickup. So that is one piece of equipment that is head and shoulders more useful than all the other ones.
Spread out.
Up until such time where they allow GP NVGs in this game, which I hope at some point they do. GP NVGs would be absolutely rad. In fact, they should bump it down that way, right? So your entry levels should be PVS 14s. Your mid tier should be PVS 31s. And then your top tier, which you find in game, is going to be your GP NVGs. Personally, I think that would make Night Ops more fun. Whoa, whoa. McBride saying, got a helo kill with optic, yeah? Normally I do it hip fire. So you actually snagged him with the optic. Which optic were you using, man, to pick up that helo kill? And were you recording it? That's the bigger question. Ghost Reaper saying, I hope they make it available to buy from Handshake or any vendor. That's what I think they should do. Whether or not they go that direction, something completely different, right? I mean, go ahead and leave the PVS 7 Bravos in. In fact, if they want to start arming some of the LAF guys with PVS 7 Bravos and give them, like, some night vision capability, just so that you have something in game that you could pick up at a low level, you know, doing all that, I wouldn't be against that. Chris Thomas coming in over on the vertical. Are you interested in? That is a sentence fragment, Chris. What are you asking if I am interested in? All right, body is still all the way across there. We got to run across some lakes. This is not going to be a comfortable run. We got a ways. Okay, should I get on the north side of these lakes? Yes. Yes, I should get on the north side of the lakes. Because that is the more direct route. So let's get my stamina pumped up a little bit more here. I'd like to jog my way out there, but boy, am I tired. This is a long ways. At least you aren't out in the open. Ghostface kill it. Yeah, at least. It'd be my luck that some local pops up with an AK and hits me from like 700 meters away. Terrible. I still do have quite a ways to go here. 600 meters to get on target. And it's going to happen when I'm looking at chat, too. I can guarantee it. McBride saying, unfortunately, no recording. I'm not that cool. I usually only record stuff when I'm trying to actually look cool. It was the Voodoo, huh? The Voodoo 3.5 by 3.5 to 18 by 50. It took 3 shots before I hit him. You did it from the helo and you nailed him, though. I imagine that you had your platform in single shot. Semi-auto. Which would be the good way to go. There is a freaking helicopter out here. I did not see that before. That's cool. Have we been out here for a task before? I really don't recall. What's this little bird doing out here? Oh, this has got to be, yeah, this is a task. This is a task, I remember now. Oh man, that poor guy. Okay. Keep on going around. McBride, did anyone look at my failed base raid? Dude, those base raids get real hairy. Like I said, you got to know the path going in. Once you know that path, you get to reap all the rewards. Chris Thomas, I don't know what you're asking me, sir. Are you interested in? We can, yes or no. Please, what's the deal? I think you should. Answer me, please. These are sentence fragments, sir. Some kid hunting rabbit smokes meat? Could very well be the case. And like I said, given my luck, it's probably exactly what would happen. Okay, we're coming up on the crest here that I marked off. Finding my body, honestly, probably going to be a pain in the ass with all this foliage here that I dropped in. I do know that I had eyes on those guys. So I'm sure it's kind of around the little foot of this hill. Ooh, yeah. Close to here, I'm sure. Man, this personnel beacon would be real nice right about now. Ah, there I am. Okay, we do not want to get their attention here. So we'll stay low. Oh, no. What am I doing here? I need to get the S-band up. Let's get the S-band up in here. My gray. Holy mackerels there. MFAC. Okay. Here we go. Elcon is saying, hope we get to see some more semi-auto battle rifles. Are we saying like 300 in .3? I mean, if they do 300 Blackout, I would be really pumped about that. I'm a big fan of 300 Blackout. Okay, let's go single fire. Single fire mode. Maybe I can get a little bit more elevation. Perhaps behind a rock, we'll get some cover. Okay. Can I see him from here, though? No. Foliage. Pretty rough. Okay, we got them. Let's get our range on them. So we're 147 meters out. What do you say, guys? Do we bump that up to, what do we go? 200 meters on my 0? I am zoomed in as far as I can go. All right, need to get a good, clean shot here. Yeah, zoomed in as far as I can go. Okay, breath in. Get that leaf out of the way. Gosh dang it. Oh, come on, leaf. The winds are pissing me off here. Shot over their head. One down. Oh, that last one was on his head. Come on. Okay, too tired. He's not shooting at me, though. Maybe I'm out of his range. Hopefully I'm out of his range. White Bread Loaf Gaming, what giveaway? Dude, click the link. Click the link. It'll take you to the giveaway. There are several ways to enter. All of them not requiring any purchase. Okay, this guy's going to be pissed off. He's running down the lake. Okay, we're going to hold off here for a quick second. It is the Tango tab in the t-shirt form. And that is going to be the giveaway for this month. If you are following, subscribing, like all the things that you already do, make sure you click on those ways to enter because you guys deserve to get your entries for it. Oh, that guy's going to make me come in closer, isn't he? He is tucked out of the way. All right, let's move in a bit closer then. And we will page down my zeroing to 100 meters. I do not want him coming up on me. Yeah, that's the giveaway. Hey, Snowball hitting us up with the giveaway command. Thank you so much, sir. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shh. Let's not have this happen again. Where did that guy come from? Oh, he's further back. He's further back. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, boy. That was a close one. Wow, he flanked me, guys. Did you see that? He flanked all the way along the low area of that lake. Smart. These guys are getting smarter. Okay, light bruise, dead center of the chest. This is probably my last pain pill. So let's not take it because I'm good now. Did it make me use it? It did not. Good to go. Okay. That was very close. Not gonna lie. Got a little nervous with that one. I'm gonna assume that was the third guy back here. He ran around. All right, so I gotta find Homeboy's card out here. We've discovered the checkpoint. I'm gonna need... Oh, that's what I forgot. I should have brought potassium iodide tablets. Not cool. Okay, so as I'm here, we are going to get... Yep, there it is. Starting to take radiation poisoning. Can't hang out here very long. So we need to get this card, and we need to get the hell out. What do these guys have? AK-12s. Not going to worry about it. Let's get out of here. We got the radiation poisoning now. Let me check these bodies down here, though. Perhaps this guy's got some potassium iodide on him. Could I be that lucky? Yeah, I don't remember where I dropped him at. He did a really good flanking action, though. Good on him. I drilled him right in the chin with that last shot. Counter flanked me? Yeah. I really don't know if that's intentional on the devs' part, but that was actually really good. That's the kind of, like, nuanced movement that I want to see from these AI. Makes it, like, much more interesting to engage with them as they pull their own tactics on you. Okay, so what all is hurting me? We got a little bit of radiation. 0. Well, still 0. What is this rating here? 0 out of 8? A little bit of radiation poisoning. McBride is saying, I swear I'm actually going to complete the task this time. What task are you working on there, man? The problem is I play and watch the stream at the same time, so when I record the video, it picks up my audio. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you to do one way or another. My priority is that you hang out with us on stream here. The man, the myth, the legend, Hannibal is here. Hannibal, what's up, sir? How's it going, man? I think last time you were flying, if I recall correctly. What's on your plate for tonight, sir? You got anything going on? Nothing now, just hanging out. Good to hear. McBride, you are doing Crumb Collector. I want to say that I did that one. What are the details of that task? Believe it or not, it's kind of hard for me to remember these tasks by name. I know, right? Yeah, we're just going to be suffering until I get back to get some potassium iodide. Oh, yeah, check out the sunset, man. So there's got to be some terrain way out there. Sun setting behind a mountain somewhere back there. Everything's beautiful and purple. Sniperish, what's going on, sir? So Sniperish, that first batch of challenge coins went out this past weekend here. You guys are going to be on the next one out. It is going USPS. It is pretty quick. So I would expect that sometime probably mid next week there. Medical records are in the desk near the computer in the tent at Tiger Bay. So back to it then, huh? McBride, is it the same place? The UN LRA little camp out area there?
Hard work, work, work. Earn my pay. Hard work, work. Hard work, do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work.
Sniperish hitting us up with a cadence because I'm running a freaking hell of a long way through here. You can hear my heart beating in my head. It's a good thing that I got some cadence going on then. Help you breathe, you know? It's a good walking sim for sure. Yeah, I am so far away from any freaking LZ. I wonder what the odds of them actually putting in some ground transportation in this game would be. A little ATV would help out. You can get from place to place. Maybe even a dirt bike, a tactical dirt bike can get you from LZ to someplace. Just go around, kick it down, make it expendable, you know. Leave it for the next guy who has to get from LZ to somewhere. Shoot. Where is the... I don't remember where the trail is to get up there. I think further south. Let's see. LZ trail comes down this way. I think it kicks out probably somewhere around here. Convoys would be awesome. Yeah, if you got like a couple fire teams out there. Oh, if you could take, shoot, what is is it the M Razors? Yeah. If you can take the M Razors out with your fire teams, think about that. Those tactical ATVs. 240 Bravos mounted in the back. That'd be pretty gnarly, man. Yeah, ground transport's a hard negative. I know. A boy can dream, though, right? Would like to see it. We can still explore. We can still explore. We don't necessarily have to do it by foot, right? You do it, you know, some light reconnaissance style. Convoy missions would be cool. Agreed. So their next focus is going to be PvP, right? They're trying to really juice up the PvP experience. But they're like dipping their toe into the cooperative experience. So part of that's going to be the squad tasks or the faction tasks. But yeah, if you've got something like ground convoy style, fire team vehicles, your level of cooperation goes way up there. He wants to push exploration. Yeah, like I said, do we really have to explore on foot? I think there's probably other ways we can. We can go fast. Yes, I was in the same call. Yes, sir, I do remember that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've got lofty ideas. I'm not designing the game, though. It's not my call. All right. Is this radiation going to be further deleterious on me? Let's see. Radiation sickness looks like... I mean, it's still holding low. I think maybe we go back, though. Get rid of this radiation sickness and then pop back out to Tiger Bay.
Negative. All birds are currently dispatched.
Available in 14 seconds. Okay. Snipers is loving the direction they want to take. Yeah, so, I mean, you're a big PvPer. I think the direction that they're taking here is going to be probably the
Roger, Raven is in the air. And
the
heading
best
to
thing they could be
ETS
doing for the direction of the game at this point. White Bread Loaf Gaming coming in on YouTube saying, I feel like some dirt bikes would go hard. Dirt bikes, yes, but I still think... You know, the 82nd, they switched out their dirt bikes. They ended up picking up those little ATVs, the M Razors, to be getting around the drop zones. So, but ultimately, in my soul, I would like to have those M Razors here. Sniper's saying he's still a loot hoe. Yeah. Striker saying, I think that the starting town shouldn't be clogging up helos, though. They should either have to walk, take a Humvee to ride infill, exfil points. You have something there, man. I mean, it is a close walk. When it comes to discovering points, that's going to be the first thing to do, right? You got to go open up some helicopter landing zones out there.
Raven reporting. I'm on my way.
It'd be an M Razor or a Polaris Quad Rancher, if anything. Yeah, I think that would be over dirt bikes. I think that's where I would go. Tactical dirt bikes are, I mean, they're kind of passe at this point. McBride saying, damn it, just picked up another 20-inch barrel. Where the hell are you finding all these 20-inch barrels, dude? You seem to have all the luck.
I'm here. Move it. Go.
Yo, jump on the bird. Here we go. All right, ears on. Let's get the in-flight entertainment queued up here. there we go. Sometimes it takes a hot second. All right, so back to base. Potassium iodide it up. Make sure I'm not going to keel over out here with the sickness. We ain't down with the sickness here. Striker saying if you were Lamang, I'd give you mine. I prefer stubby rifles, rocking that 10.5. Bro, I really do like the Mark 18. I like that 10.5-inch barrel. If only they had like real good places for more CQB. Let's be straight. Lamang, Jungle Warfare. This is really favoring longer distances. If I could hit something reliably with a 10.5-inch barrel in this game, though, it's got so much more drip. I like it.
1 minute.
I wish I could build out like my old school Block 2 Mark 18. That'd be the way to run it. Sniperish asking if I run Ready or Not and the like. So yes, I don't think I've streamed it. And I played Ready or Not like way back when it was still extremely rough. I mean, the game had areas that were still like in development that you could walk through. So you could still see like the engine objects that had yet to be shaded in and coded and all that. So Ready or Not, I haven't played it in a long time. Probably got to shake the rust off and relearn the game, but I do have that one under my belt. And as far as like for any of those, man, I've been real big with Squad. Arma I've played a little bit, but I haven't done it on stream.
And we're back.
So more of the mil sim type of games. Those are fun. We did 6 Days in Fallujah. That was kind of a real fun stream. Ground Branch, yes, we have done Ground Branch. Ground Branch I haven't done on stream. That one was a little bit more difficult. I need to do some practice runs in Ground Branch. Yeah, but that one was kind of fun too. Yeah, you remember those days in Ready or Not? It was very interesting. They released it with so much rough map area. What's going on? I'm not huffing and puffing anymore? What's happening here? Did I all of a sudden get better? No, I should still be hurting. Let's see. I need Lab Rat and... Oh, what's it going to be? The charcoal? Do I have any potassium iodide? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'll still get the in-base entertainment music going. Oh, I do have my ears. Yeah, I hear my heartbeat in my ears. Okay. I don't think I have potassium iodide. No. Got a bunch of phenethyl. Perfect. But she gives me charcoal, which should do it, right? Intoxication per charge. Oh, that's just for intoxication. Crap. So what am I missing here? Maybe it's an injection that will do it? Paracet, Moxiflox. Ah, there it is. 24 bucks. Yeah, the KI. The KI pills. There we go. Free cardio, says White Bread Loaf Gaming. I guess if your heart rate is just elevated constantly. Could very well be. All right, let's take a look at my health. I want to monitor this. We do have a small bar there. Intoxication looks like it has gone down, though. What is the KI going to do to me? Okay, radiation. Perfect. Good. No more crazy heartbeat. Let's keep the KI on me just in case. Well, actually, no. I'm kind of thinking not a whole lot of situations in which I'm going to need that. We picked up some phenethyl, though. Why do I have phenethyl? For ADHD, okay. Stamina regen. Lasts for 3 minutes. So phenethyl's good for, like, arm stamina, right? Could use it for that. How about the Moxiflox? Preventing bacteria reproduction. It's an antibacterial. Okay. All right, we got that card. We need to take that back out to Tiger Bay, right? Oh, is this a pronounceable name here? Coming in over on Kick, NJU03 White TR. If that says anything, let me know. Coming in over on Kick with the follow. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming on in. Welcome aboard. Where am I at with, yeah. Need to get hydrated. Need to eat. We're looking a little hurting there. Striker saying, I'm going to tell my wife that the next time I slam monsters, I'm trying to get some free cardio out of my heart. It is an elevated heart rate. Low Mix coming in over on the vertical on YouTube. Was here before as a visitor and came back as a supporter. Hey, I appreciate you, sir. That is what I like to hear. Welcome on back. Good to have you up in the chat, sir. Okay, hydration is good to go. Energy could be better. Let's go ahead and slam another energy drink. And then we will backfill. Okay, so Lab Rat's got my grays. Usually get like a half dozen of them or so. 1 and 2 with my Phenethil on hand. Green tip we are running out of. May need that if we're going back over to Tiger Bay. You guys know I like to run lots and lots of ammo as we spray first and pray later. That should be a good stack. Medicals, suture kit's looking good. Looking good on my stop bleeds. Blood bags are good. Paraset could be better. 1 out of 2. Hopefully I don't get in too much pain out there. White Bread Loaf Gaming, go say hi to the family for me. Thank you for stopping on by, man. All right, guys, I got the dog staring me down right now. I'm going to go let the doggies out for a second. Stand by. I will be right on back here. All right. Wow. Thanks for your patience, guys. Yeah, dog was staring me down, and I thought perhaps a good opportunity for me to go ahead and hit the latrine myself. JK 2014 Rubicon coming in saying, Lab Rat, use the KI. Good to go there. We got our potassium iodide. My character's health. Looking really good. No intoxication on that. Yeah, looking solid. Okay, so what is next with that task then? Let us see. So we needed to head back out, right? UNLRA 3. Use the security card to access the terminal and download the data from the server. We were just there, so that is in container dorms, right? No. The terminal was over at UNLRA headquarters. Dog's still staring me down. Why are you staring at me, Sadie? Okay, we have the card on us. We need to go back to Tiger Bay, hit up UNLRA, so it's going to be India 2. Let me check and make sure I've got everything set up. Okay, let's do it. India 2,
Exfil confirmed.
and then running
Raven
south
en
to the
route base
headquarters.
camp.
McBride, you got ear effed. What happened? Did somebody defile your ear? Okay, we're going to need to go IR on the laser. What time is it? 2300. All right, it's going to be getting darker. Nods on. IR is on. Okay. Cool. I need to switch out my optic now. Oh, I like the T1. Oh, particularly at night. This thing is beautiful. Another minute? Where the hell's my pilot at? It's always a weird one when, like, they go ahead and give me... Oh, dude, my nods are cracked. They already give me a helicopter. I've got a few things I can go ahead and repair. For not very much. Okay. Yeah, that got rid of the crack. Well. Yeah, it's still there. That's a shame. What was I saying? Yeah, they'll go ahead and give you a helicopter, but they make you wait really long for it. I'm at base. Usually they tell you it's not available.
Raven, wheels down and ready to load.
McBride saying, I got flanked.
Strap in, we're heading out.
I got flanked and pinched. Weapon went click. Tagged me during reload. Dude, did you get killed? That ain't good. Striker AE coming in over on Twitch saying, I wish they had it so you could have the suppressor set into the handguard a bit. Like, it would be cool to use a 12-inch Riz on the 10.5-inch barrel. You know what? I haven't tried that setup yet. Do they not allow that? And what exactly do they not allow the fit on? So that 12-inch Riz would work, right? That attachment point is the exact same. Maybe it is the suppressor. You can't oversize the handguard. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to play around with that when I get back to base. Because in real life, you can most definitely put any size Riz onto your receiver.
Get ready.
No big problem. There's not gonna be any conflict there. Where the conflict would come into place would be when you're trying to fit a suppressor under it, though. Just say no to crack. I tried to say no to crack. I can't get away from it, though. It doesn't look too bad out here, though. Without any light, like at this level of ambient light, I cannot see the crack in my nods. But that does mean that my nods are on its way to dying, unfortunately.
Approaching the LZ. 30
They're at
seconds.
77%. So it's only downhill from here. I'm going to need to find some PBS 31s to replace these. I don't want to go back to the old plebe PBS 7s or the PBS 14s. That would not be good. All right, gents, back to it. Yeah, I do still kind of see it. It's still in my vision. All right. Music off. Let's get tactical here. Stryker says that the gamer dad in me wants to have to worry about attachment batteries too. We talked about attachment batteries. Would not be surprised if that's actually something that you have to do to keep up your night vision. Your night vision, your IR laser, your flashlight, like all of that could require batteries. But, I mean, part of it is the realism of the game. And then part of it is just like the pain in the ass kind of stuff. And I feel like in Escape from Tarkov, they have put so much in there to make it a pain in the ass that the game is just kind of a pain in the ass. Right? There are aspects of it that I just don't feel like, yeah, I get it, it's realism, but I guess at what cost? Does it take away from some of the fun of the game itself? Like you guys may like or you may hate the fact that you can put an entire stack of 60 rounds into your magazine instantly. For me, I kind of like that because the biggest pain in the ass in the world is being in the middle of a firefight or immediately after a firefight and you're not quite sure if everything's clear and you're popping one round into a magazine at a time to refill your magazine. Just personally, I feel like that is a big pain in the ass that I don't really need in the game. I feel like that takes away from my fun. I'd much rather get back into the fight, get back into combat, than to have a magazine reload simulator. You know what I mean? Yeah, that may be too much realism, Snowball. That's the way that I think of it, right? It's an interesting concept. You are simulating real life in the way that you use your equipment, but it might just be a tad bit, a little too ADHD, right? Okay, so we got to get back to the terminal in the main part of the HQ. Let's keep our eye out for anybody that may have resurfaced out here. It is nighttime. Perhaps they've all taken naps now. Hopefully they've all gone to bed. I don't see anybody out. Good, they've all gone home for the night. Hey, this guy's asleep. Good sign there. I do believe I still have my Tiger Bay keys just in case. Beautiful. Okay, on the terminal. I'm going to take a seat here as I read chat. There are a few things I think should be changed because of realism, like crouch walking should take stamina. Agreed. You ever walked while crouching? It sucks. Yes. Duck walking? Absolutely. Your plug's plug coming in over on the vertical side of YouTube. Let's see here. It's worth it if you put in the time I had in Tarkov forever, then started to learn it when they added PvP, my favorite game since I always played DayZ and Arma Milsim type of games and COD or anything like that. Yeah, so I do like more of the Milsim kind of feel. Am I in the right one? I might not be in the right one here. I thought this was the one that I picked up here. Access data report. There we go. R. Taylor. That's the dude. Meant PvE. Okay, yeah. When they added PvE. So what did you feel like? So are you talking about when they added PvE to Tarkov? What did you feel about that change? Because I think that really like divided the community. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. Ah, Jesus Christ. Retrieve the USB drive and report back to Handshake. Okay, copy the data on the USB drive. Well, what does he have to say about this one? Where's the USB drive? Goodness gracious. Great job. Copy all that shit to a flash drive and get moving. I can't wait to see what they found out. So I should have a flash drive. I should have a flash drive here. Is it in the computer? Yes. Extract USB drive. Wow, they have so many different parts to this one. Okay, it's up in my butt. Now can I go back? Let's go back. Here we go. PvE. Okay, PvE never wipes. You don't have to worry about hackers. You can learn the game at your own pace. So, yes, I think we have similar thoughts about PvE Tarkov. So, personally, I am not a full-time streamer. I am not a full-time gamer. I have a job, a normal 9 to 5. So the number of hours that I have per day that I can devote to playing games is limited, right? And it's not every day either, right? So, you know, not every evening can I dedicate to a game like, I mean, even Gray Zone Warfare. I can't do it every night. I got stuff like jiu-jitsu every other night that I go do. So the time that I can put into this game, I do like to do it at my own pace. And I was one of those that was extremely happy when Tarkov put in PvE. Because now, man, I got a PvE character that has a hideout that is pretty baller. I still have a bunch of great equipment. I've got traders, you know, at damn near max, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've checked in on them. So, like, it's not one of those that I feel like I have to compete with every single teenager out there who gets to play Tarkov every day after they come home after school and max run it hardcore within the first week. I don't have to compete with those guys. I compete with myself. I get to have fun. I feel like Tarkov is a lot more fun of a game that way. But as for, like, who called it blue-collar Tarkov? It is like blue-collar Tarkov. For working Joes that got a job that can play Tarkov on the side. It's for us. Your Plugs Plug says, I work on guns all day. I hate to have my stash just wipe or play a raid or an hour to die to a hacker. 100% agree, man. Yeah, particularly on the hacking thing, I get that. The risk that you have of losing those weapons, though, that kind of gives people a bit of a rush, right? High stakes. It makes Tarkov high stakes, which, in comparison to this game, is definitely a lot more high stakes.
Raven, wheels up for India 2.
Yeah, the stakes in Gray Zone Warfare not nearly as high. You know, you don't get quite the adrenaline rush or the sweaty palms. If that's the kind of thing that you're looking for, you might not like Gray Zone Warfare quite as much, as at least in the state that it's currently in. But for me, that was one of the things in Tarkov, like, I didn't really like the stressful adrenaline rush, the sweaty palms. It's too much stress.
Here, I'm moving out.
I've had enough stress in my life, you know, that I don't need to tack on anymore with my hobby. That's kind of against what I should be doing. Droney, damn it, Droney. Yeah, I should be checking the container for the 20-inch barrels. We just talked about it, too. Tumik coming over on Twitch. Most important that they repair stuff. Lots of crashes and lost gear. I think they addressed that, though.
Hurry up and get in.
The crash and lost gear thing. At least I've heard of some people who have had that problem and their gear was still there. So that might be something. Come on, music. There we go. That might be something that they've already addressed. I'm not entirely certain if it's an official fix yet. Striker's recommending getting into SP Tarkov. If you enjoy PvE, it's like PvE Plus. I've heard some good things about SP Tarkov. Now, what I don't understand, though, is that with SP Tarkov, Battlestate Games tends to, or at least can, go after people who use SP Tarkov, and I guess ban their accounts from Tarkov? I don't know. I've heard of it. I don't know if it's true. So that's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument I've heard is that Battlestate Games allows people to play SP Tarkov because it still keeps the community going and you know, really enthusiastic about Tarkov. So, yeah, they can, but they haven't. I think that's what I've heard.
We're getting close. 1 minute.
Timothy Holton coming in with the gifted membership over to the Pipe Hitters on YouTube. Timothy Holton, thank you so much for the gifted. That is going out to Philip King. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support, Timothy. Your Plugs Plug is over on YouTube Vertical, saying that you can get banned for it, but they do pretty much allow it. All right, that seems to be the story. I don't know if that's their official stance. I think they can't officially come out and say that they're cool with SP Tarkov. That would probably not be great for them. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube saying, I pied the shit out of that corner and double kill. Nice. Where was that at? Ghostface Killer, you signing off, brother? You have a good night, sir. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's always awesome to see you come on by here. Your plug's plug coming in over on the vertical saying, I've wanted to try this game. Let me move out of the way here. I've wanted to try this game, but doesn't have hit the same as Tarkov like you were talking about. Yeah, it's not quite the same. Not quite the same. And you can even get that feeling in PvE if you're new to the game. A lot of good updates recently. So yes, the game has evolved very quickly. Gray Zone Warfare seems to take leaps with their updates. They don't take small steps. So you're going to be getting like really, really thick feature-full updates. The next one should be within the next couple months. So the spring update is going to bring us a much greater PvP focus. I don't know how familiar you are with the changes that they've announced to the roadmap, but they're going to be introducing a lot of features for 0.3 that is meant to spur on more engaging PvP. One of those things is going to be some outposts that you can capture throughout the map. So if you go out there, you and your team capture an outpost, generate AI guards to guard it, it becomes a new spawn area for you. So it's kind of like a logistical node out there, kind of like, say, Arma or Squad. So I think that's going to be one thing that really spurs on, getting out into the map, capturing points, getting into fights over these points. That's going to be really cool. But they also have kind of like the shaded area that you have here for Ground Zero. They're going to have those pop up whenever there is PvP action. So guys get into a firefight over near Fort Narith, you're going to see a small red circle that pops up showing you where the action is. So you can either head out there as a strong PvP player to go back up your faction, go lay down some hate, or if you are a bit more like task focused, I don't want to die over there and wreck this task that I'm working on, you can avoid it. It shows you where the action's at. So you can use it to your advantage either way. A couple things that they got going on. Plus, one of my favorite things that they announced is you're going to start to be able to call in mortar strikes around the map. So I know the mortar strikes are going to be expensive, but having the ability to call in some coordinated air and fires, that's going to be really cool. Yeah, raining steel around the map. I am pretty psyched about that. That's one of those things that I thought of. I was like, hey, they should be able to, the mortar pit that they have over here, I was like, this sucker should be functional. We should be able to start calling for fire. So I guess we said enough times and they start coding it. They thought, yeah, it's a good idea. So really excited to see that implemented, see how that works out. That being said, I've been on the receiving end of mortars from these bases, and that's not a fun experience. How big would you say the map is? Like how long to cross it? Oh, like Daisy's 2 hours to run across the entire thing. We did. So that's a good thing you asked that question. We actually took one entire stream, started out from our base, went all the way around, opened up all of the HLZs, and came back here too. I think November 1 was the last one we got to fly back in. And it took... that stream was probably about 4 hours long. Yeah, I think it was about 4 hours long. And that was an entire ring route around the entire place. So, yeah, not bad. I mean, if I wanted to go straight as the crow flies, it's probably an hour. If I were to just dead brush it straight up to Midnight Sapphire on foot, maybe an hour and a half. There's a lot of terrain here, plus it's also Ground Zero, so you get a bunch of radiation poisoning, so that's not ideal. Tarkov has mortars too. Maybe it's been a while since I've gotten into Tarkov. How are the mortars? What do the mortars do now? Can you use mortars? So Striker AE coming in over on Twitch. He's saying there are some things you can do on here that I wish you could do on Tarkov, but I think it's an engine limitation. Yeah, probably agree with you there. It's hefty running on this engine in the first place. Like, I wish I could set multiple keybinds to one key like this. I have reload on R, then check mag on hold R, check chamber with double tap R. So you can do some of that, right? You can do some of that in your controls. Yeah, you can have your main, you can have your backup, and then it's a press and hold. Do they have release? Press to toggle. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones you can change, like how far they go, but I think you're thinking of like release. Release is one of them. Yeah, I did the same thing on Tarkov. It makes it like you can really, really tailor your experience with the way that they do the key binding. Yeah, for sure. McBride is saying, I wish Turncoat would stop asking me if I'm okay. Is it because you're not running tasks for him anymore? What's up with that? I see clouds in the sky. Don't remember them being here before. Lack of attention to detail. That's nighttime for me. I do have clouds in the sky over here. But yeah, I think that probably is your lack of attention to detail. Pretty sure they've been here the whole time. Snowball. Yeah, let me know when that coin comes in, man. For everybody who's up in the chat who hasn't heard. So we have a special gift that goes out to our subscribers, our members, both over on Twitch and on YouTube. That's going to be the challenge coin, the unit challenge coin. So as you can see here, the unit challenge coin is my logo. It is in a 3D relief. So you can actually like touch that skull. It's got a cool texture to it. That beret on there is a beautiful maroon enamel of the 2nd Battalion of the 325th Airborne Infantry Regiment from the 82nd Airborne. On the back side of it, we have our parachute logo there. We've also got our Latin phrase over on the side there, and they are also serialized, so they're unique. Every one of them is unique. The first 5 have gone out, so all the low numbers, you guys have got those first. I have a new batch that's heading out. Should be this weekend. I'll be mailing those out. And yeah, so it's not an immediate thing. This is actually, there's something of a high bar to qualify for these coins, to put that out again. So if you are a subscriber over on Twitch, you qualify after 8 months. 8 months. You got to be with us for a while to qualify, be part of the VIP section, I guess you could say. Your higher ranking members of the unit here. Over on YouTube, if you are a tier 2 YouTube member, it's a little bit shorter because YouTube actually lets us keep a lot more of our revenue over on YouTube. So that actually comes out to be about 6 months over there. Yeah, Striker, we're calling them NCOs. Yeah, that's when we need to start ranking up over in the over on Discord, right? So YouTube tier 2 takes 6 months. And then if you are a tier 1 over on YouTube, which is the cheapest way to be a member of the unit, that takes, I mean, we're talking over 2 years. That's 27 months. So if you're looking to get a coin, if you're looking to be an NCO within the unit there, tier 1, probably not going to be the way to do it. We're talking like 2027 before we start qualifying for it there. That's the way it goes. Okay. So yeah, that's the unit coins. Let's see, back to what we were doing. UNLRA 3, are we finally ready to turn this in? Hand it over and complete. Good to go. Oh my God, for real? We got Terminal Initiative to go. Boys, what's up with this? I thought we had like 170 something to do. Are we there? Are we at the end? I knew this felt a little strange. Nobody else had any tasks left to go. Handshake. We have last resort, so go kill the LAF commander at Midnight Sapphire. Terminal Initiative starts out with LAF forces at Fort Narith. All right, we are there. We're there, guys. Striker AE is saying, if you look at the clouds with scopes, they disappear. Ah, is that right? I did not know that. So your plug's plug over on the vertical saying Tarkov has mortars. They can show up randomly, or you can get a flare to call them in. That's right. They had the flare system. Okay. Now, is the flare system on your position, or do you throw the flare to like direct the mortars? Clearly, I haven't used the mortars in Tarkov. It's been a little while. Your plug's plug is asking, can you still like kill a really geared up armored player with some starter kit stuff in like Tarkov? You can. Yeah, you can. I mean, when you start out, this game is a little bit more scaled, right? So the way that they pitch you up against the PvE here, the first guys that you come up against, they're going to be really lightly armored. Once it starts getting you out into the military areas where they're more armored up and they have better armor penetrating ammo and all of that, you can, for the most part, buy that stuff. You know, it's a little offset to where the guys you're going to go up against are actually, they can outclass you a little bit, at least with what ammo that you're using. So it's good to get out there and farm all that stuff because you won't be able to purchase it quite yet, but it's still doable, right? You can still make it happen. Now, as far as PvP goes, you probably won't survive. If you're going up against somebody who outclasses you in PvP, you're probably going to get taken out. Yeah. Just being honest. I mean, you might have the skills to be able to do it, you know, tap those headshots, all of that. But if it's center mass on center mass and you guys are wearing good armor, you're going to get outclassed. It's going to be similar to, you know, the mathematics of Tarkov. If you get the jump on them, if you land your shots, if you hit headshots, you can definitely take out someone who is just like a geared up Chad for sure. But I wouldn't put money on it. Yeah. To make a saying, 175 tasks? I'm sitting at 165 right now. And I have terminal initiative. Do I not? Terminal initiative. Let's accept the task. So unless I have more after last resort opens up, we do have the last task on here. We do have terminal initiative ready to go. Very interesting. I ran out of my music. We're going to restart that. Okay. So, that being said, I need to go check out Midnight Sapphire. And we got to go see what those guys are up to. So, let's do a little bit of self-care here. Time is now 2:43 in the morning. So, we're going to be heading out when we got a little bit more nighttime here in front of us. To make a saying, life hack, sub to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You know what? I need to do the calculations for that, actually. That's going to make things a lot more complicated, but yes, that should build up as well. Very true there. Very true. I also do want to put out there, Tumik, so you're coming in over on Twitch. You will note that I have our top three gifters over there. I am putting out there, it's kind of a bounty system. If you knock somebody off of my top 3 gifters over there, you get the coin immediately. I'll send that out for sure. So, you guys knock off a top 3, either on the subs or on the cheerers. We'll do that too. Knock off one of those guys, coin goes out to you. All right. Good to go on the hydration and energy. Ammo loadout is looking okay. Let's double check my medicals. Good to go there. Because this is going to be a fight. Midnight Sapphire. We know how this works out. Usually not the best. Usually not the greatest. Okay. Set to go there. Keys. Take my keys. That's right. Thank you for the reminder. I don't know why I am horrible at remembering my keys. We're going to Midnight Sapphire. So here I need my MS keys. Good to go. Guys, I chat, you guys back me up so much. I love that. I do always need you guys to make sure that I stay on track with what I'm doing. All right, Midnight Sapphire. We're going to head in from Foxtrot 1, so we got to go
Raven, wheels up for base camp.
take the far one. Yeah, we head in from that side. That's going to allow us... Well, we'll be able to get up into the main area. Gives us our best shot at going straight to the commander. We don't really have to worry about everybody out in the plaza.
Raven here, ready to head out. Ready up, we're taking off.
I'm killing that boss when I need a good gun. He's got a decent CQ1 with a 20-inch barrel. There we go. So I guess if I need to farm 20-inch barrels, I can at least find one on that dude. Not bad. Not bad. Guys, I call out YouTube and Twitch a lot, but I have to say, I am streaming to other places just to let you know that I am checking you guys out. We are alive, actually. Rumble, shout out to Rumble. Guys, feel free to jump up in the chat. I know that I missed It's Lance Official over on Rumble, but I should be glancing over there every once in a while, keeping up with chat over on Rumble. We're also streaming out over on X. X does its thing. X is whatever. And Kick. Kick, you guys are out there as well. I don't see a whole lot of chat from Kick, but feel free to say hi if you'd like. Guys, there's not a whole lot of people to chat with over there, but I'll chat with you. Okay, so we got UN Container, Tiger Bay Pier, all good shopping places. Well, we are heading over to Midnight Sapphire. So, unfortunately, that should have been where I was going with all of my previous tasks tonight. Your plugs plug is over on the vertical, asking how many bosses are there. So the bosses are all like the big LAF areas. You're going to have one at Midnight Sapphire. You're going to have one at Fort Narith. You're going to have one at Tiger Bay. You're going to have one at your starter town. I do believe there is one at Sawmill. There's one at Banpa. So basically, yeah, Falong Airfield. I'm not entirely certain there's one there. You basically have one at every like larger point of interest. Yeah, there's a bunch out here. Now they're not like very different from each other. Not like Tarkov. Tarkov, the bosses have a lot of personality. They're all very different. Your plugs plug is asking, how long has this game been out? So it came out, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary, in fact. It came out, what, April, May timeframe of last year, something like that. Falong Boss, that's right. So desert colored CQ1, he's the guy who's all dressed in blue, right? He's all dressed in the UN stuff. Okay, so yeah, there is one at every single place.
We're getting close. 30 seconds.
To varying degrees of difficulty to take out. Oh, McBride saying he's got some equipment to drop off. McBride, thank you, sir. We'll have to see if we can coordinate. I'm not sure I might have time tonight, man, so hold on to that stuff. Stash it away. We'll need to get together on stream here at some point soon. Maybe when we got some tasks to run, sir. All right, ears on. Let's chill the music. Chill out music. All right, and Midnight Sapphire, gosh dang it. I don't want to be running this so late in stream. I have to make it over here without dying. We got to kill some bad dudes. So, let's see how this goes. Has it actually got some good updates? Has it actually got some good updates in that time? I might look into it. So, they are on a 6-month update schedule. At least as far as what they have planned. And they've been pretty good about sticking to it. They came out last spring, so spring of 2024. They updated in the fall, and that was a big update. We were talking about that. The 0.2 Night Ops update was huge. And now the next one here is going to be in the springtime. So probably about their 1 year anniversary, they will have had 2 big updates. And like I said, they are generally like very feature full, very feature rich. One note I should put out there is that optimization is probably the biggest complaint that people have. In order to run this reliably and smoothly, it seems like people have to have some pretty good hardware. But this Thursday, if you check out Gray Zone Warfare, Mad Finger Games on their Twitch account, gotta make sure I don't get murked out here. They will be having a community stream, and this topic is going to be optimization. They're actually going to speak directly to that. So if you are interested in the game and you have not run it on your hardware before, check out that stream. It might answer some questions about whether or not you can run it, or if they what plans exactly that they have to make it much easier for you to be able to run, that kind of thing. Yeah, it should be pretty good and informational. Golf course sounding a little quiet. It's a bit quiet here. McBride saying, no worries, I got plenty of room in my locker. Good, that's awesome, man. I wouldn't want you to have to scrap anything on my behalf. Perhaps we should take some time this week to organize our stashes. Man, the contrast on night vision is real difficult to see exactly when these guys drop. Like, I can pick up their silhouettes just fine at distance. Well, fine-ish. But they are real difficult to see when they're moving, which is kind of weird. You would think movement would be much easier to pick up. Yeah, contrast. Might just be my eyes. Gray Zone Warfare mid-settings is the new crisis. Yeah, I don't run super high settings on this at all. In fact, I think a lot of them are medium. I think I go medium and high. AK-12. Let's start picking up some cash. I could use some good cash runs. Okay, easy, easy. Let's get out here very nice and easy. I don't want to get clapped by some rando out here. Generally, the golf course, this is the part that gives you problems. It's as soon as you get to the golf club up here. The game still looks amazing on medium settings? Yes. Completely agreed. Now, the game looks like super fantastic, mind-blowing when you're using the high and ultra settings. Gosh, dang, man. Like the stuff that they put out with the weather. Ooh. I hope I can run the weather on higher settings. But the videos they're putting out about it look absolutely fantastic. Casanavia saying that he can run on ultra. What kind of hardware do you use? Now, that being said, I have to take into consideration I'm streaming. I've got a lot of processes running. Oh. I got somebody shooting at me. I think I was shooting at leaves at the end there. Oh. These homeboys are getting their shots real close in. All right. This is going to be a bit of a fight, guys. Oh, man. Where's he got me lined up at? Yeah, again here, contrast is not great with these night vision. It's hard to make out just where they're at. Okay, so he's running the 7800 X3D and has a 7800 XT. Ah, you're an AMD guy. Nice. I started out with AMD. Okay, so the 7800 generation is running really nice, is it? I'm curious, have you monitored your temperatures on your GPU? And what kind of temperatures do you normally run at? My experience with my AMD GPU was that it ran a little hot. Okay, I don't know where that guy was there. McBride saying I'm a trophy husband now, so I have plenty of time. There you go. Still kicking myself for missing out on that 5080 that was being held for me. What did they end up doing with that? Lightning Fire says I run it on low settings and the game still runs 60 FPS while I play Cyberpunk on max. Okay, you guys are doing pretty good. I've got like NASA PC. This reminds me of Ground Branch. NASA PC, huh? You got some great hardware to run it then? That won't be an issue for you. Nah, you should be good. Holy crap, like that guy. Why did I not... My brain did not pick him up next to that tree. Maybe it's not my eyes. Maybe it's not the contrast. Maybe it's just my stupid brain. He actually ended up surprising me. Can you sprint? Yes. You do have sprint. It tends to run out kind of quickly, though. So I think as it pertains to sprinting, you got to be nice and light, right? That is something that is kind of like Tarkov. Your weight really does affect how things move. Oh, Jesus. They're on both sides of me. I need to be careful here. Get up and over. I need to be very careful here. Sun's coming out, so they're going to be able to see me. Crap, these guys are taking pot shots at me. What do you guys think? Is it light enough to be able to switch out my my red dot? Let's give it a quick switch. So take off my leap, put on my 30mm rings, put the leap up my butt here. I'm going to need to zoom in at just where exactly these shots are coming from. I thought I saw his head. He's somewhere out there. Oh, where'd that come from? I could use a little bit more light. Okay, is he front side? Oh, I just hip fired that mannequin like a boss. That mannequin gave me a little PTSD right there. Ooh, I can open this door. What's in here? Nothing? Is just such a separate way to get in? That's disappointing. Temps are really normal on both CPU and GPU. Well, it's normal to you. Because I was running in like the mid-90s on some of those pieces, particularly the CPU. Right now, we're sitting at 70 on the CPU and 59 on the GPU. Now, those are like really low compared to when I was running my AMD. There's loot. Go back on the shelves. Well, I mean, there's the bag. We got ammo box. Ah, okay. My green boxes here. HP, LPS. I feel like there's someone outside waiting to murder me here. Perst 4, I'll take you. Grenades, okay. AK-12, just as long as I don't get too heavy. Let's keep an eye on my weight. 46. Okay. Good to go. Now, who was yelling at me? Boom. Skull mask. Oh, M2. Oh, my. Oh, my weight is gonna... RPC is lighter. I'm gonna kick myself, but I'm gonna leave the M2 back. Is this the right? Is this the right call? RPC is at 82%. Ah, okay. Okay. Let's drop this. Okay, cool. Let's take the M2. All right, let's loot this guy. And we'll see if I'm too heavy now. What do I come to? 49 of 54. I'm a little weighty. We just won't be able to run that much. Okay, not a big deal. But the M2 is definitely much stouter than the RPC that I was rocking. So I feel better about that. I don't know where these guys were that were taking shots at me. Around those numbers, 50 to 60? You got a pretty good setup then. Maybe they did better with the 7,000 series. The 6,000 series was giving me issues. Not... Jesus Christ. Somebody's out there shooting through the glass. Where's he at? Please don't dome me. I feel like they want to dome me so bad. Okay, we got cover off to the left. I hear them chirping off to my left. So, got to be careful around in that corner. What? What? Where is this guy at? Ah. Now he's dead. He was talking shit too. Lightning Fire says he has an NVIDIA 2080. 2080. I don't know exactly what the running is going to be like there. Your Plugs Plug is asking, do you have a character leveling system or is it just doing tasks? So yes, you got character leveling on here. Well, no. You have character leveling, right? Like your actual level of character. So you open up traders just like in Tarkov. A lot of it's just like Tarkov, except they don't have quite as many features built in yet. So like skill leveling, we do not have, but should be coming up in a future update. So, you know, which is why I'm like super tired when I'm running around all the time, heavy weighted and all that. Okay, let's move on down. Let's move on down here. Not looking too bad. Gray Zone is beautiful. Tarkov is ugly. I tend to agree with you there. That was one of the draws I really liked. The setting here is... Jesus Christ! Oh my god, that guy nearly murked me. Where did that come from? Was that up high? Down low? I hear walking right onto the other side of the wall. Ooh. Was that the guy who got the shots off at me? Holy cow, that made my heart jump, guys. Yeah, so the setting here I feel like is much more pleasant. Tarkov, the Eastern Bloc Russian setting is very Russian. Oh man, it's dark, it's dreary. You know, it is what it is. It's the Russian style. I don't fault them for it, but I may not necessarily enjoy it all the time. Where's that guy running off to? The Tarkov setting is depressing 100%. I'm going in from a very bad position. They are left and right. I know that's where they can be. However, this is the best direction that I've seen so far to be able to get up into the office area, which is where I need to go get the boss. So, it's a bit dangerous, but we've had success with it. Let's go up here. Yeah, the most dangerous part of that is when they can get a jump on me from behind foliage. Oh, he sounded like down in this direction here. Oh. Where is he at, though? Cannot see ya. Move out, move out, move out. Okay, here we go. Typically run my browser with my other monitor at the same time. I do have quite a bit of monitor pushing, which definitely tasks my GPU a little bit more. Are you seeing that shot placement, gents? Straight between the eyes there. God dang. There we go. Scrunt Grunt with the follow over on Twitch. Wowzers. He blew out my orbital on that one, didn't he, Castanavia? Straight in the eye. No! Well. Guys, that sucks. All right. Back to camp here. Back to camp here. I was going to say it's a beautiful morning. Sun's coming up. I don't have any ears on. Gosh dang. All right. Well, here we go. Boom headshot. What the hell, guys? McBride coming with the super sticker there. 99 cents. Thank you so much. McBride Motorsports. Wow. Okay. Not a great way to end stream, but it is time. Time is up. So, God, this sucks. I know that I can go back and get my gear because it's right there. There's not a whole lot of people in between here and there, but I just don't have the time, gents. We're going to have to buy some new stuff when we come back. And to speak of that, it's Tuesday, so our next stream is going to be on Thursday. God dang it. Let's make it some more Gray Zone Warfare. I got to get out there. I got to finish that task. And then we got Terminal Initiative coming up, too. So we're going to get that, well, not necessarily done, but we might get that started next time. Terminal Initiative, man, is a pain in the butt. And they made it even more of a pain in the butt this time around, too. Gonna need that equipment now? Yeah, I don't think I've got any more PVS 31s. Let's throw some ears on. I got too much bass noise. I thought I had some ears somewhere around here. Maybe I sold them all.
No! God!
No!
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
No! Right? Panda, you just got here. Dude, you just got here at the absolute worst time.
I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole.
I need TP
You will
for
give
my
me
eye hole.
all your caca. I am Cornholio. Whoa.
Tumik, you're saying that you can kill the boss without going in. So I've heard this. If I go, let me see here. Midnight Sapphire. I'm going to say Saitama told me about this one. I think it's like Hotel 1. He was saying you go down around the south and then you work your way up this way, coming in from like direct south of the hotel because he's usually around on this side. I mean, that's an option. Maybe I'll try that next time. We'll go Hotel 1, go to the south. I think from this side here, perhaps this isn't the best for going after the boss, but this is the best for running tasks because this puts you right in that security area, right behind the desk check-in. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, Panda, you got the job, so you'll be missing streams? Well, there you... It's two-sided there. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on getting the job. It sucks that you're going to be missing the streams, though. I hope you can pop in when you get a chance, though. That would be cool. Panda, so I don't know if you've missed it yet here. Let me see if this works here. So I do have a giveaway that I want to make sure that you're tracking there. Let's pop in the... There we go. So the merch giveaway, right. We do have the Tango Tab t-shirt. Tango Tab t-shirt's going to be this month's giveaway. If you want to enter, just hit that link there. There's a bunch of different ways to enter. I mean, if you're following, doing all that, you got ways that you can enter in that you're already qualifying for, easy enough there. But it's free of charge to enter in most ways. My subscribers over on Twitch, though, get a little bit of a leg up. They do get 15 extra entries for being subscribers over there. But you can balance that all out because there's a bunch of different ways to enter for free on that to get your entries in. So check that on out. Gents, we will be back again on Thursday. Same time, same stuff. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. All the gifted subs on both sides of the house there. Appreciate you guys. You guys keep the channel afloat there. You guys keep the unit filled with fresh bodies. So I do appreciate you guys. The new follows, the new subscribers. Thank you guys for stopping on by and giving me your time. You guys make streaming fun. All the great chats. This was a very good time. So I will see you on Thursday. And until then, gentlemen, I hope you have a good evening. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you then.